Hello, I'm General Waffle. This is Breakfast Brigade. Today I got a Hammer quick match video. Sergeant Hammer got a little bit of love in the latest patch. Her siege mode now has a 2-second cooldown instead of a 5-second cooldown. Honestly, I don't know why that ability has a mana cost. It's like the entire character in a nutshell. Like, you could give her less mana and it would make more sense than having siege mode cost any mana. But I digress. Hammer also got some additional damage to her passive, I believe, where distant targets will take more damage. It's either her passive or her talent. Sergeant Hammer is one of those characters that they're fun, they're good at what they do, but you need a team around you. Specifically for you. That's a lot to ask in quick match. Chen just right outside the range. Obnoxious. But you need a team with you, specifically set to protect you. Luckily, our team actually has a pretty tanky line. We got Muradin, we got Karazim, we got a new Asmodon, not a Numerek, and Kel'Thas. There are higher priority targets in teamfights than me, namely Kel'Thas. Muradin's really good at always being where he needs to be and keeping people off of me. Our big problem is that our main healer is probably going to be nowhere near me. Here I didn't realize that I was taking continual damage from the mercenaries and almost die, like an idiot. But I don't die, so I'm not an idiot. Might be a genius. Either way, Chen's just obnoxious. It's hard for Hammer to deal with Chen because his shields will keep up with your damage. Muradin is able to push everything over the line though and make this a much simpler lane. But sieging up is dangerous for me. They do have an Azebo, so it's going to be really hard for me to actually work in this match. Team isn't like made specifically for me, and so it's an uphill battle for a Hammer. Let's just say that. Here now Muradin went off to Muradin land, and I am left alone against Chen. And Chen's not doing too hot. He's missing some abilities, but he doesn't have mana, so it doesn't really matter. I just can't really break through his shield, and he's just making sure the lane doesn't push. Muradin is back now from getting those seeds, and has helped me push back Chen. Here, I'm just kind of pushing the lane back, sieging up when I can, do that AoE damage, and Chen is forced to move back. Our team is waiting in the wings, and now taking that plant terror. So Chen is here still, so I need to stay and get that experience, but now that the lane is completely pushed, I go up here to help the team. If Chen decides to come up, he will be crowd controlled pretty hard, and he just decides to stay in lane. Anyway. Yeah, we got enough for terror. The enemy team only got 68 seeds, so we're in a really good spot. And whole allied team is down here, except for Asmodon, who's fighting with Nazebo. I don't know how that's going for him. But now I'm just kind of just trying to take whatever I can. End up switching to Kel'Thas, and I take a bunch of damage. He hits me with that crowd control, and the kick is enough for that living bomb to finish me off. Team coming in to do what they can, but it's not enough against Chen, and I just kind of died. A max range stun from him. So, I believe it's their monk that's been doing this and will keep doing it. But they took our siege camp and no one responded to it. Like, I'm responding to it now, and so is Kel'Thas, but it almost took out a tower and it killed a half a minion wave. It did some work. I don't know if it killed another minion wave. It might have, because I didn't notice when they took it. You know, they got the plant terror pushing down bottom, so I'm up top. Unfortunately, Nazebo's up top, and Nazebo just destroys Hammer in all respects. Asmodon is here to push it over the edge, but as you will see shortly, Hammer has issues against Nazebo. Asmodon was pushed back by that zombie wall. You don't have to be in a zombie wall for the zombie wall to be good. Zombie wall did keep him in place. I am able to push back to Nazebo just barely. I'm still very, very low. So is Nazebo. I go back and get this Moonwell slowly as I can. Planetare is moving up to my lane, so maybe we can make something happen with that. Unfortunately, it also brings a lot of friends, and Murden pops out of it, only to walk away. Overall, we did get 2 turrets from the top. Their wall's basically down. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I just get Chen to go away, and Murden does go in on Chen. I'm just auto-attacking him, and I eventually switch to Nazebo as he is the squishier target. But the damage is just too much from the combined efforts of Chen and Nazebo, and I'm forced to get away. Murden does fall to the might of their team. 4 members of the enemy team up in the top lane to take down Murden, the dwarf. While that's all going on, Asmodon was able to freely push bottom and did a lot of work down there. He took down the wall, took down a lot of the fort. Real good stuff. Real good stuff. I can appreciate that. Our monk getting crowd controlled, but he is able to heal through pretty much everything that Kel'Thas is trying. Ends up taking a good amount of burst damage, but is able to walk back from it. And night does fall upon us again. They did take a merc camp, and I'm not able to deal with that. I just started attacking Kel'Thas. I'm just trying to stay safe, pick up Napalm Strike. I do think it's better. And now I'm trying to keep our monk alive as best possible. Put down the fire to make sure no one mounted can chase. And it looks like we got right out of there. Unfortunately, our monk does try to trade a little bit with Nazebo and pays the price. Luckily, he didn't pay the ultimate price of horrible, painful death. Almost, but not quite. Now in this patch, Kel'Thas got a lot of changes. Kel'Thas now does just... he scales better. And he doesn't get as absurd leaps and bounds in his damage. Changed up a couple talents. I believe they removed one. But overall, he's now more powerful throughout the game. And his power spike at level 16 is not as extreme. So that's good. And now here he is, kind of caught out. I end up falling into the zombie wall and forget. I do the really dumb thing that's hilarious to see hammers do, and that's you immediately activate your boosters, and then you just kind of hit the zombie wall back and forth like an idiot, instead of concussive blasting out of it. I eventually remember that, but not before looking like a fool. The monk, I'm guessing yet again, took our siege camp, although I am here to respond to it, so it won't get too much work done. It did take down that tower, but that's relatively minor. That tower doesn't do much. And now I'm just kind of trying to very slowly chase down this Garden Terror. I did take the better boosters so I can boost more often. So I don't mind boosting up here. Now I'm just trying to kill the plant. You always want to try to kill the plant, especially in the early game, before you kill the Garden Terror. And now it's just kind of taking all sorts of damage from Kel'Thas in the fort. And I'm just, again, focusing that plant, because now he's going to burst out of it and be slowed. It is Vala, and she will be gunned down by the enemy, or by the allied team. Real good overall. Real good bonding moment. Here I'm just kind of checking the enemy team. I just end up taking Giant Killer, mostly because they have Chen. Chen's an issue. Oh, here's why Sergeant Hammer is bad against Nazebo. That. You siege up, he puts a zombie wall on you. And you either move or you take tons of damage. It's a bad situation all the way around. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Chen, being crowd controlled by all sorts of things, able to just walk out because, well, the monk didn't walk out. I power boost away as the pyroblast hits me, and I'm able to get that moonwell to not horribly die yet. Working on it. This is already a challenging game with Kel'Thas and Nazebo all up in my business whenever I'm trying to do things. Vala was able to push top in the middle of all that, but we did gain a very decisive numbers advantage. And the forts, honestly, aside from experience, they don't really do anything. They're just something you have to get through to get at the keeps. The keeps are the creamy, delicious center that you want to get after. Anyway, I'm just really want that fort down. Azadon ulted for it, and I just want to make sure it fell. It did. Get the experience. I'm trying to go after merc camps, but team does not think that's the best utilization of our time, and I can't do it alone, so, you know, gotta stick with the team when you are not a solo player. Not someone like Illidan that can do it all. You want to do something, then you do it. I mean, you want to go from your fountain to the enemy's base underneath their nexus while they have all their keeps up just because you got vision from a Tyrande owl? Yeah, do it. I've done it. It's a good time until you die horribly. Even then, it's not so bad. It's still funny. Anyway, enough reminiscing about being obnoxious with Illidan. Here, team decides to take the mercenaries to go with our plant tear that we will be getting. We do have 30 seconds until it expires, but Kel'Thas will go back and grab it for us. As he tells the team, I'll get. So now we got some merc camps pushing. They are taking that bruiser merc camp, you can tell, because it still exists on the map despite the plants being out. So I'm just kind of moving up to kind of give Muradin some backup. Like, I don't think this is a good idea to contest this. And I'm just staying as far back, dealing any damage I can. Whole team moving in except for Azmodan. I didn't realize it at the time, but Azmodan is bottom pushing with those merc camps. Or merc camp. The single bruiser camp. He's able to do a lot of work down there. Our team just kind of bouncing around. Their monk taking down our Muradin. We did take down their Nazebo much earlier, and I am able to finish off Karazim, the monk. Kel'Thas moving in. I'm able to get him really low, but not low enough. Now Chen bursts out of this, and I'm realizing that I regret my decision of not running like a coward, as he kicks me in the back of the tank. However, while all that was going on, Azmodan was able to take down a bottom keep. Good job, Azmodan, you did it. You got catapults in that lane. Now we're in a really, really cozy position. We got 2 forts up, and the enemy team's got a bottom keep down that they're going to have to pay attention to that lane. So good. My damage is fairly high. It's not as high as Kel'Thas, but considering their team has a lot of ways to mess up what I'm trying to do, I think I'm doing pretty good. I've had some dumb deaths, but, you know, I've just had some dumb deaths. That's all there is to it. Here I think Chen was trying to push the Pyroblast target into Kel'Thas, and he accidentally messed it up. But now they're just pushing in, but we're here to stop them. This Gargantuan is obnoxious, but overall doesn't do too much. Impedes a minion wave. I get hit with most of those 7-side strikes, so that's about 50% of my health. Oh, less. And now we just can come in here, and I get to chase Kel'Thas down. Yep, right in the back of the head. Chen trying his best to drink, but Murden is cutting him off. He thinks his alcoholism has gone too far. Chen trying to make a break for it, and is able to be taken down with the might of the team. Stopped by that. Beautiful stun. Just wonderful. Good job, team. We did it. Now with 4 members of the enemy team down and 1 Vala up, not too much they can do to stop us. I didn't have as much damage as I thought I would, so I did end up having that take a little bit longer than it should have, but still, clearing these small camps pretty fast, pretty easy. That's what was supposed to happen. Picking up Nexus Frenzy. Nexus Frenzy is so ridiculous on Sergeant Hammer, especially if you pick up Graduating Range on top of it. It's really stupid. This match, there is no way I couldn't get Graduating Range in this match. Poor little Nazebo. He had nowhere to go. Yeah, if I tried to pick up Graduating Range, I'd be in the zombie wall 50% of the game. Or have some horrible AoE on me, such as Kel'Thas Flame Strike. Impossible, no way. Now we are able to get that Plant Terror, and we have 93 seeds, so we could get a back-to-back Plant Terror, but instead we go for a team fight, which is in our favor. We do have equal numbers, although our resources are a bit more drained. Kel'Thas trying to come around to do some work. Plant Terror ends up taking him down. Now he's got the Monk on me, who I thought that I could take out, but the healing is just too much. The healing is just way too much for me to deal with. Not only the active healing, but the passive healing. And he is able to out-DPS me with that attack speed. Even though I do more damage, Monk has the ability to heal himself, and I didn't. And, well, there you go. That's what happens. I don't think there's a single person on their team that I could beat in a straight-up fight. That's not what Hammer's good at. Hammer's good at being away from people. Nazebo getting chased down by the Plant Terror goes into that stasis, only to get polymorphed and slapped around. Yeah. Now, Plant Terror is down, and Murden pops right out, going in on Vala, and she gets healed up and just runs away. Pyroblast going in on Murden hardly even hurts him. He didn't feel it. And now he's just going to walk out of here. He missed that stun on purpose. Jumped over the wall. He's out. I mean, what more can be said about that? I mean, he just walked away. He didn't do anything fancy. He refused to look at that explosion. Murden's a cool guy like that. I mean, look at him. He's already back at like 60% health. Murden's passive healing is so good. Monk getting held down is able to escape death, if only momentarily, with that 7-side strike. But is able to dash away, but then dash back into Murden. Yeah. I'm not a master or anything, but I don't think that was the right choice. That Pyroblast will end our Monk, unfortunately. I was forced to thrusters out of there, because I did not want to get hit with Pyroblast. And now I'm just auto-attacking Chen, which is kind of a waste of time, because his shields. But with the combined effort of Kel'Thas, we are able to do some damage, though it's meaningless, as we don't kill him. Yep. I would say this is where things look bad, but no, they don't. They have all their keeps down. We have a Plant Terror up. Things look good. Things look real good. We maintain a 1-level advantage. It's not meaningless, it just doesn't mean as much at this point in the game. So now we just got a Plant Terror moving in to do whatever he can, really. As long as he doesn't... As long as the person inside, Murden, doesn't die horribly, yeah, it'll be fine. There I wasn't paying attention to anything, and bot Vala. Yes, she's a bot, and yes, I'm uploading this video because I've had a lot of recording issues. But it's still a video of Hammer. Their monk just chases me to the ends of the goddamn earth. Like, I can't even get near him. He's ridiculous. I'm only here to try to keep baiting him back because he's just like so mobile. I appreciate mobile heroes being added because they're fun. But as you can see, I could just not get away from the monk. And now we have numbers advantage yet again, and we're just picking up some mercenaries before night falls. All we need to do is get a plant and we win. I got ulted by the monk there, don't know what that was about. Must have been an accident. Anyway, gonna take these merc camps. Let's zoom on by to the next one. Kel'Thas off. Murden and Kel'Thas were able to take down Nazebo. I don't really know what they were doing. Because Murden's like in their base. And well, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Kel'Thas does fall. Murden's still in their base. Like, he's just not going down, and I guess he just gets to walk out. Asmodon moving in from the south to try to deal with that core situation. We got our monk out. We're pretty spread apart. And I'm just trying to get a plant terror because I know that plant terror will win the game. Unfortunately, we just win the game right now. So, yeah, plant terror is not needed. Oh, I guess we don't win the game, but 7% we might as well have already won. Team just picking up more merc camps. Everyone just wants to rush the core, which is the right choice considering really anything could kill it. But I'm already here and Hammer's really slow, so I just stay while Murden walks up and bashes his hammers against the core for the victory. Yep. I do think that the change to Hammer was not really necessary, but I appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. You notice it a lot with her cooldown reduction. That's going to be it for this video. Had a lot of damage. That's all you really do. Till next time.